In the realm of the fantastical, there exists a belief that fairies are purely figments of imagination. However, such an assumption is as erroneous as it is mundane. I stand before you, a fairy in all her glory, but not just any fairy who flutters haphazardly amid the forest mushrooms or assists rabbits in evading fox-shaped witches. I am a fairy of a new kind, an unfamiliar breed. I am a fairy who sells ice cream, not from a mere beach stall, but a well-appointed shop. I relish my occupation, offering an array of flavors from mango, passion fruit, pineapple, banana, banana split, strawberry banana, banana strawberry, and even white Belgian chocolate popsicles from Argentina. You get the drift. One early morning, I arrived at work as usual, donning my unique fairy attire. It was the first day of the week, so I wore my polka dot skirt, black shirt, and fairy's black glasses. Once I was all dressed up, I attached a pair of wings and headed to work, by bus. Not flight. After all, standing out is not my forte. After serving 3 mango ice creams, 4 pistachios, and a single vanilla, to someone with rather bland taste, he walked into the shop. My heart skipped a beat, my wings stiffened, and the first words that escaped my lips were, "Hello, what ice cream would you like? I'm a fairy, by the way." I paused for breath and thought quickly, "Fool, why are you revealing yourself? Because he's handsome. So what if you're a fairy? What do you want? For him to fly with you in the forest?" He probably noticed my thought process and flashed a wonderful smile that reminded me of a sweet unicorn I met the day before. He opened his mouth and asked, "Do you have all the flavors?" I quickly repeated his words. "Yes, all the flavors. We have all the flavors." He then challenged, "Well, I'm going to ask for a flavor you don't have. May I?" I barely heard the question, and after a soft landing back to reality, I saw us strolling through the forest hand in hand with all the paths made of multicolored ice cream. I swallowed my saliva and said, "Sure, challenge me with a flavor we don't have." He didn't smile and seriously said, "Do you have salty fish-flavored ice cream?" I instantly saw myself in the final round of MasterChef, falling and crashing directly onto the studio floor after hearing Jonathan Rocheveld's task, standing in the corner with a wicked smile. I swear the mysterious hunk was standing next to him, looking at me, then asked again, "Do you have salty fish-flavored ice cream?" I almost answered him, "And if we do? Are you willing to marry me and live with me inside my grandmother's ancient tree next to the bear family?" They're good neighbors, a little noise from scratching the trees and the smell of honey, but otherwise excellent neighbors. But as I've mentioned before, I don't want to stand out, so I simply answered him, "We don't, but I'm willing to make it for you if you bring me a fish." He was surprised by my answer, and surprised me even more when he pulled out a plastic box with 3 salty fish that looked stunned in the box. I could hear one fish saying to the other, "Wow, bro, she's going to make ice cream out of us. I can't believe it. What people do to find love." I didn't lose my composure and approached the white blender standing on the counter and shouted, "No! What? Are you crazy? Who makes ice cream from salty fish?" Nothing helped, and I poured the contents of the box into it, added ice and milk and a lot of sugar, and turned on the blender, while the mysterious hunk was looking at me all the time with eyes bluer than our special Smurf ice cream. "No, it's not made of Smurfs." "What? Are we murderers?" Believe it or not, but after a few minutes of waiting, a kind of grey ice cream began to form inside the blender, and when I poured it into a cup, it had a soft and pleasant texture and a strong smell of fish, a good smell of happy fish. He finished all his special ice cream, and that day, at the end of the shift, he waited for me outside and asked if I wanted to go out in the evening for a movie. He promised to buy popcorn. I immediately agreed, of course, and when I asked which movie we were going to, he said, "A new fantasy movie, something with fairies and dragons." I was silent. I don't want to stand out. Drawing this tale to a close, it's your turn to participate in the fantasy. Engage with this story by hitting the like button, dropping a comment, sharing this video, or subscribing to the channel. Let's continue to explore the magical world of storytelling together.